All right, now the first thing I want to show you are these ramp walkers, and I've had ramp walkers for sale before, and they sell usually within a few months. They don't go hot off the press like they maybe you think they would, but they're still they're collectible. There's people out there still buying these and putting together complete sets. Or so I'm going to start with this one. I believe is it's Marks brand, so made in the U.S. Why do I say Marks? Well, it doesn't say Marks in the bottom. It's not stamped Hong Kong, and other people have these listed as Louis Marks, early 1960s, like 63 is a very common year for them. So then we got these two, and on the bottom, this one is marked Hong Kong. And it's a duck. I must say, a very good version of this duck ramp walker, and I say that because of the black paint, if you want to call it paint, or it's in excellent condition. Like, I've seen a lot of these where it's like most of this black is gone or faded, or yeah, it doesn't look like it just came out of a box. And this one still has the white's pretty good. It's pretty yellows in it, but is that the way it was back in when I think these were 1950s, these ramp walkers here. This is a kangaroo with a little Joey in the pouch. And this one's really hard to find with the ears intact. So this one does have all the ears. So right now we're gonna use this, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna use this binder and see these ramp walkers in action, although it's much better to do it on wood. But we'll see. It might slide off really fast. I better be ready to catch it in case it does. But we'll put it up here and there we go. Just the right angle. And then it slides. But you get the idea, and we'll try the duck next, since we'll do the two made in Hong Kong. So I just gotta picture that going much slower down a less steep ramp. And let's try the Marks. Give a little help. There we go. That's much more like it. So yeah, those are ramp walkers. These are the three I picked up not too long ago. Right, on to the next. Okay, the next collection I purchased recently is just this past weekend, and someone's had a lot of these Britain details for sale, lots of sets, not complete sets, but large numbers of, we'll call them action figures, toy soldiers, cowboys, Indians, and he had lots. And the price was pretty high at first, and I waited and I reached out. Yeah, high, yeah. Some of the stuff sold, some of the good stuff sold, but 3-4 weeks later, there's still a lot on Marketplace. And so I reached out and actually went over and got a really good deal on most of what this collector had left over. And this is the lot of the cowboy set, and he had 4 of these soldiers. It's cowboys. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit better here. 4 of these. The arms move up and down, so some of them, the pistol is raised up, and you could also move the arms a little bit. So 4 of those. Guy with a shotgun, beard, nice jacket with the tassels in the back, and cowboy hat, and like green pants and cowboy boots, and a pistol and a holster there on his hip, hanging off his hip. Likewise, this one's pretty cool too. I do like those two. I don't know why he's got yellow around his waist like that. He's got 2 pistols. He's firing one and about to take the second one out. Another cowboy with a shotgun. A little bit bent on the top, as you can see, but not too bad. 2 more of these, as I said, and 1 cowboy on a pretty horse. Lots of tassels on this cowboy. The gun has seen better days, but maybe you can straighten that out somehow. But look at that. The detail on these really, really good. So these are the cowboys. I'm going to show you now the Indians. What's next? Okay, lots of Indians. So many that I broke them up into two lots. A lot of 6 and a lot of 5. And these are probably my favorite. The detail is just remarkable. And the collection, very, very, very clean. The bases are amazing. You know, it looks like these have been set together and then just left the last 40 years. And the collector said he was the original buyer. He even said the store that's no longer open in the city where I grew up, and named the store that sold them. And yeah, I recognize the name. I mean, I don't remember ever going to this store, but I've heard of the name many times, so I know it's a possibility. Look at that. Really, really neat. You know, individually painted, because we got both these figures, and look at the paint difference on the headdress. So that's what was cool about these, right? They weren't like identical. We got two of these. There we go. Just move the spear, the feathers on the spear. This is really nice. Just missing the bowstring, which I don't think ever came with it, but if it did, it would be there. And he's got a pistol on the side. Oh, sorry, tomahawk on his hip, and he's reaching for his arrow. That's amazing. That's amazing. And we had 2 horses. Again, one grabbing from his quiver of arrows. He's going to shoot while he's riding. And then this one has a spear on the black horse. Look at that. Just look at that. The details on the shield, on the headdress. And what's also good is that these figures have not been glued onto the horses. They do come off. So many collections I've come across, and they have been glued. Now, I didn't even know they had a Mexican set. You know, I've seen the German set, the U.S. military, the Cowboys, the Indians, the U.S. Civil War, 7th Cavalry. I've seen all those. I know about the British ones. I don't know, the Napoleonic Wars, but I've never actually seen any in person, but I knew that they existed. But I didn't know there was a Mexican set until I came across and bought. You know, these were 2 that were in the collection I bought as well. So we have a Mexican bandit here with 2 pistols. You can see the empty holsters. The back. And then we have one on the horseback, riding, raising his rifle and shooting from his pistol. So that's cool. Just 2 Mexicans. And then we had one from the Civil War, the North. Here with his sword, he can raise up like that, or bring down when he's charging, in close contact, battle. That's cool. Yeah, look at that. Black on that horse, and on the uniform, or dark blue. There's not really a flaw on this at all. Don't know why that's painted white. I'm assuming that's the way it came. All right, almost done. One more to show you. The best one. Here's the best piece that I bought, and it's the German mortar group. You notice the tan color base versus the green on everything else. So I did a little bit of research and found out that in early 1971, the very first ones came out in tan bases, and then they switched to the normal green. So this is like, I believe you called it the first edition. It does have one helmet decal. So it would go on the side of the helmet. That's what I read. I'm not going to stick it on. I'm just going to ship it within this little penny sleeve here. They can do what they want with it. And she also comes with the original 10 mortars. Shells. Like mortar shells or mortars or shells. You can put one inside, and I did do this. I should actually just do it. Okay, I'm back. I did take them out. So one just dropped in there. It completely disappeared, like you can't even see it. But it's in there. And then you pull back. Oh, there you go. It fired. We'll do it this way as well. You know, maybe we'll see if we can get the Cowboys over here. Let's fire the kayak. Yeah, let's go at the Cowboys. Let's just fire this shell. Oh, came out. I just don't want to break it, you know, being 50 years old. Oh, there it went. This is why I don't really want to do that. It actually was shot way over to the other side of the counter. So 10 shells, put back in the bag. Unfortunately, it is missing. There is just zoom in, there is a pole. There's a pole, original pole that would have been inserted in there and stand out. And it's where you stack 5 shells on each side of it, so the soldiers didn't have far to pick them up or to grab them, to do rapid firing. So interesting that the shell in his hand is black, but all the other ones are the color of the uniforms. Maybe that was a mistake in the production, the painting of this one, but nevertheless, look at the condition. You know, you can see the glare from the lights, but I mean, there's no paint loss. There's a little bit on the base, you know, probably from moving it around and whatnot. A little tiny bit on the base, on the front, but other than that, the back is really nice. And this is what the bottom looks like. Oh, turn it over. Detail mortar. And I don't know if I said this already, but I've had come across some Cowboys and Indians and 7th Cavalry and Civil War, and they actually just flew off my website. I couldn't keep them longer than a week or two, and they were all gone. So I'm hoping the same happens with these, but these are much better than the previous ones I purchased and sold. So I'm hoping to make a little bit more money on these Britain details. Anyways, I hope you like the ramp walkers to start off, and hope you enjoyed the Cowboys and Indians set, and the Mexicans and the Civil War cavalry officer, and this little guy too, the best of the best. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.